Okay, so bottom string comes last. Let's see, can I make this? I'm going to try to set this up, so bear with me here. Okay, so I don't know how this is going to work. As you can see, this thing is kind of up by my face right now. We are going to change camera angles to here. So we will just, I'm not sure exactly how this is going to go, but I'm going to try to make a nice little bottom string tutorial. So, okay, so now we're on to our bottom string tutorial. I have a piece of string. You can't really, you can see it. It's, you can see it in the little camera up in the top corner. There it is. This is maybe 18 inches. It's way too long. I always cut my strings too long. I do that on purpose. I'm going to talk through two different variations that I like doing with bottom strings. One where I'll go one sidewall hole up, and I don't think I can kind of turn it so you can see it a little bit like here. If you'll notice right there. Oh, nope, I'm looking at the wrong one. So if you can see this down here, this hole where my fingernail is going into, that is the very bottom, the very last sidewall hole. Sometimes I'll go outside in and I'll double loop this, or I guess I'll single loop it. I'll go outside in through the next sidewall hole up from the last one that I used. And then I will go inside out through, in this case, on this side is bottom string hole number 1. So I'll go inside out through there. Now, this being a 9-diamond piece of mesh, the last sidewall hole that I went through is in the 9-diamond row. So I want to use that same row. So I've got 7 holes to play with. And let's see, let's call this number 1 and counting going across like that. So from the back to front, I'm going to go front to back. Sorry, from the front being where my hand is right here where the ball's going to sit, to the back, which is back here that you're looking at through the camera. I'm going front to back through hole number 2, back to front through 3, front to back through 4, and back to front through 5. Okay, so I've weaved in and out of 4 holes that you can see right there. I'm going to pull the mesh up. So if this is number 1 that I just went through, the bottom string hole number 1, I'm going to go outside in through number 3, and then inside out through hole number 2. Like that. Now I'm flipping it back over. Because I have 7 holes to play with, that means the one in the middle, hole number 5, is the one I'm going to start going front to back through again. Back to front through 6. Front to back through 7. Back to front through 8. Now to finish, I'm going to go outside in through bottom string hole number 4. And I'm going to go inside out through, let's see if I can turn it so you can see it on this side, I hope. You can kind of see it. So I'm going to go inside out through the next sidewall hole up from the very last one. And I'm not going to pull this too tight, but you can kind of see, like if I needed to pull that tighter, obviously I'm not worrying about this being legal or not, but if I needed to pull that tighter, I can do it. So I went inside out through that next up sidewall string hole and just a single loop finish. I'm going to go inside out again. Now when I pull this, when I bring this string, I'm not going over the actual sidewall string. I'm going under it, between the sidewall string and the plastic, going in between the two. And then I go inside out again. That should be all lined up. I'm going to single knot. Oops, sorry. I'm going to single knot that. I don't need to have that much length, so I'm going to cut a little bit of that off. Melt the end there. Okay, so I'm going to set the head back up like it typically would. So I can, hopefully you can kind of see this. If you notice right in here, well, anyway, that was the bottom string tutorial.